Oh, you fucking know we respect women up in here.
Hey man, thanks for respecting women, bro. Thanks for respecting women. That's all I gotta say. I know you're a woman respect.
20 things men can do right the fuck now to support women, beyond just literally ceasing to sexually harass us. Oh yeah, Sheila? Cancel all of the sexual harassment I had planned for this month. This phone isn't actually plugged in. I don't actually have a secretary. None of this is true. A boat on a lake. Honestly, how do you choose art for something like this? Come on, you can do better than that. Alright, here's a few suggestions. Some examples you can use. A friend of mine, who is a man, reached out to me privately earlier today to say how paralyzed he felt seeing the flood of Me Too posts on his Facebook wall, a phrase women are posting to indicate that they have been the victims of sexual harassment and assault. This is a good dude, as far as I know. Yeah, he's a real credit to his race. Here we are now, having to say, as far as I know, about our good dude friends. Because the truth is that probably plenty of guys are good dude friends. Unless you're the 1 or 2 or 15 women they crossed the line with. Whether or not they realized they crossed the line. I haven't been personally assaulted by this guy, I guess is the only thing I can really say. Yeah, the author of this article is a good person, as far as I know. She hasn't drowned any children, is what I'm trying to say. Or at least, I was never drowned by her as a child, is the only thing I can really say. This is terrible for him. Then don't say it about him. And it's also terrible for me. Everything is terrible. Feminist theory summed up in one sentence. Anyway, I replied to him that I'm glad he's having these realizations, but that he should be talking about these feelings to other men, not looking for affirmation or absolution or support from women. He wasn't asking for support from women, he was asking how he could give support to women, that is the opposite, who are dealing with their own shit when it comes to men and their feelings about sexual harassment and assault. He's a good dude. So he didn't respond by telling me that if I was gonna be that way, I just lost an ally. No, that's what you told him. Or whatever. He actually heard what I was saying and, I think, internalized it and realized the irony of asking a woman to emotionally support him. Once again, he was asking how he could give support. As he processed all of the burdens that he and his cohort have asked women to bear. He and his cohort? I thought you said he was a good dude. Why is he getting lumped in with sexual abusers? Why are they his cohort? More importantly, if all of this is men's fault, then why are you telling him to look to men to find out what to do? Then I felt kind of bad. I can't imagine why. He was looking for things to do. Hey, that's what I was saying. Most of them are pretty obvious, but maybe he needed the weight of a woman pointing those things out to him. Maybe you do, too. Doesn't this kind of disprove the idea that people don't care about what women have to say and that they only care about men? In fact, doesn't this prove the very opposite? That people will place more value on something simply because a woman said it? So I shared a version of this list on Twitter, where the intellectuals live. It is neither comprehensive nor without flaws. Oh, don't be so hard on yourself. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with it. But if you're a man unsure of what you can do right now to support women, instant changes you can make this very second in your daily life that will make life better for women, and, bonus, for men too. Yeah, it's a bonus. It's an afterthought. Like you put all of your effort into helping women who are suffering, and like, as a side effect, you accidentally helped men who are suffering too. Number 1. Overcome your own transphobia. What does this have to do with women? Trans women are women. Oh, I see. Trans men are men. Never mind, now I'm lost again. Accept the lived truth of NB and GNC people. Damn it, Chris Reagan already beat me to this joke.
And I was
Fuck
like,
you, Chris
God
Reagan.
damn it.
If you're watching this,
Yeah.
Chris Reagan, way to steal my friend's idea somehow telepathically. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I met you at VidCon, you're really cool,
but
but fuck you, though.
The
Anyway, the Accept the lived truth of NB and GNC people, whether or not they are women. Here's how to support women. Support people who aren't women. Number 2. Be pro-choice. Ah, yes, just be pro-choice. What's that? You have some moral oppositions against abortion? Well, just don't have those. Just stop thinking those things. Understand that the opposite of reproductive choice is forced childbearing. That's right. If you're opposed to abortion, you're forcing women to have children. All those women who are opposed to abortion, they're forcing themselves to have children. These are fine. Number 5. Vocally advocate at your workplace for longer and more egalitarian paid parental leave. More egalitarian. That's right, we need to start giving women just as much maternal leave as we give to men. Number 6. Tell your elected officials that you are a man. Hello, Jerry Brown. I'm a man. Who votes, and you prioritize women's issues when you decide who to vote for. Then actually prioritize women's issues. You gotta love that gender equality. Understand that women's issues are your issues. No, they're not. Other people's issues aren't your issues. They're other people's. That doesn't mean you shouldn't care about them. An issue doesn't have to be your own in order for you to care about it. Number 7. Whenever you are in a group composed of only men, whether it's social, work, church, or whatever, ask yourself why there are no women present. I guess women must hate Jesus. Then ask out loud why. Force an honest answer. Where's your fucking wife, Tommy? You know I only agreed to show up if your wife came along. Number 8. Cultivate genuine, intimate, non-sexual friendships with women. Fine, I guess I'll stop having sex with every single woman I'm friends with. Number 9. Seek out women to be your heroes and mentors. Be my mentor. Be my fucking mentor. You're a woman. Be my mentor, damn it. Number 10. Anytime you see a building, street, institution, etc. named for a man, see how long it takes you to spot another one named for a woman. Anytime you see one named for a woman, check to see if it's on something oriented specifically toward women, children, or families. Odds are good, it will be. I like how it doesn't tell you what to do after that. Like, even the other ones give you, like, a response to what you see. This is just like, look for a thing, then when you see it, look at it. It's like a car ride game, but you don't even get to punch anyone in the shoulder when you win. Number 11. Ask yourself what things you don't do, for whatever reason, that you also think of as something women tend to do. So, send birthday cards? Is sending birthday cards even a woman thing? Care about skincare? Try doing it for a while, just to see what it's like to be a person who does the thing. Then what? What do we do with that information? Number 12. Talk less. In all spaces. At all times. At a lower volume. Right, just stop talking. Except when you're telling people how pro-choice you are. And when you're forcing your friends, who are also men and therefore not allowed to talk to you about why there aren't any women around. And when you're going out of your way to call your congressman. But other than that, just stop talking. Okay, is this trying to say reach out to men as well as women? Like we already reach out to men and we need to reach out to women too? Or is this trying to say reach out to men as well as women? As in we already reach out to women and we need to reach out to men too? I genuinely can't tell. Work to be a person you're friends of all genders. I like how they have to keep going back and forth between painting this as this black and white world where it's men versus women, and all the men are on one side and all the women are on the other side, and the men are all connected to each other and the women are all connected to each other, and there's this big barrier between them. But then they also have to keep reminding us about the beautiful rainbow of genders there is, and how gender isn't just an either-or thing. You know, you can be, like, kind of in between the two of them. Like, these two ideas are so contradictory to one another, and it's so obvious when they're put right next to each other. Create a culture of openness around yourself. That's right, create a culture of openness while you're shutting the fuck up always forever. Number 14. Consume media marketed to women. Watch My Little Pony. Got it. Number 15. Deprogram. Okay, when I was making the computer noises before, it was a joke, but apparently I actually am a computer. Deprogram your beliefs about thinness being an optimal state of feminine beauty. Yeah, what's that? You find thin women to be more attractive than any other body shape? Stop. Just stop finding those people attractive. Or, well, no, it's fine if you find them attractive. There just has to be, like, some other body shape that you find more attractive. Deprogram your beliefs that your desire matters in determining a woman's worth. I think it's safe to say that anyone who is of this opinion probably doesn't have any interest in supporting women in the first place. Number 16. Jerk off without porn for a while. It's just... I love how it's just for a while. Like, you can still keep jerking off to porn, just stop it for a while. Once you've done that, you can go right back to porn. Oh wait, there's an edit. This should really be pay for your porn. No, you are not getting away with that. There is no way that you meant to say pay for your porn, and you accidentally wrote it down as jerk off without porn for a while. In particular, seek out and pay for porn that's made by women, queer people, and people of color. Yeah, you know, this is the good porn because it was made by Asian people. Consume sexual culture as thoughtfully as you would consume any culture. Well, in any other culture, if I have to choose between having to pay for something and not having to pay for something, guess which one I'm going to choose. Number 17. Learn about racism. Women are a race now, and intersectionality, and do everything you can to empower and amplify Black women and... what is that, the new Star Wars droid? Wait, does that say non-binary women? They're not men or women, but they're also women. Number 18. Detach yourself from straw man definitions for hot-button issues, intersectionality, cultural appropriation, political correctness, preferred pronouns, etc., and learn what they're really about. Yeah, nobody purposefully believes the wrong definition of something. Nobody considers the definition of something that they hold in their head to be the wrong one. Otherwise, they wouldn't believe it. The reason people don't agree with ideas like these is because they've looked at them, because they've examined them, and they didn't like what they saw. It's possible that the people who disagree with these ideas have misinterpreted them, and even that they've got everything absolutely wrong. But just telling them, believe the truth, isn't going to change that, because as far as they know, what they believe is the truth. That's why they believe it. Unpack the real meanings behind phrases like SJW and feminazi. Oh, I see how it is. When it's your buzzwords, we need to stop defining them in a demeaning way and start looking at them the way that you meant for them to be seen. But now when it comes to our buzzwords, you're encouraging people to start extrapolating and forming their own interpretations of them. Believe people when they say they're in pain. Wow, that sure is a good piece of advice that has nothing to do with the rest of this bullet point. Help, my leg is broken. Normally I would believe you on that one, but I think cultural appropriation is a silly word, so... Number 19. Prioritize kindness. Yeah, okay. Was doing that anyway. What does this have to do with women? Number 20. Befriend children.
Kids! How you doing today? It's a beautiful sunny day, isn't it? Here, gather around for a second. I want to talk to you kids about physical fitness.
You know that half of children are boys, right? There are infinitely more things you can do. This is just a start. Pick a few that seem easy, and at least one that seems hard, and start doing them today. You can start the rest tomorrow. It's a bit of a steep learning curve there. You just do some of the easy ones today, and then tomorrow you do the infinitely more things. Yeah, this article is a joke. Just every time that we find out about something genuinely atrocious, people then get free rein to say whatever pseudo-poetic bullshit they want, as long as it has the end goal of supporting women. And everyone will clap along with it because, well, you don't want to be against women now, do you? And so you get all these people sort of patting themselves on the back for how much they want to support women and how much they're going to change the world for the better, when the things they actually want to do to make that change happen won't actually make that change happen. And I'm sure they actually do believe in it. I don't think that they're just like saying this for the brownie points. I'm sure they actually do believe that they are going to be making a difference. But it doesn't seem like they actually are. And obviously this article is a very extreme example of this. Like, if you believe that you can stop people like Harvey Weinstein by sending birthday cards, becoming friends with children, and not watching porn— oh wait, scratch that— and by watching porn made by black people, then you've clearly gone off the fucking deep end. But even the more reasonable voices in this still seem to be missing the mark. You've got so many people saying that the solution to this is to just put women in charge more. That way women will be more able to come forward. Yeah, because right now we have a bunch of men in charge, which is why men can feel totally safe coming forward. Oh wait, as Kevin Spacey taught us, you can totally get away with sexually abusing men for 30 years, when they're children nonetheless. Now, to be fair, at the time this article had been written, we didn't know what Kevin Spacey had been doing. But we did know what had been done to Terry Crews. Well, let's see what he describes. Yeah, same thing. Felt like he couldn't speak out about it. Turns out having people in charge be the same gender as you doesn't magically fix everything. You'd think that when the problem is that people are able to abuse their power, the solution would be to stop them from being able to abuse their power. But no, instead let's just make it so that men and women can abuse their power. And it's a damn shame, because the thing that they're fighting against actually is something genuinely worth fighting against. It's just the way they're fighting against it is not really going to solve anything.
Woo! I respect women when I'm on a date. I take them to the park or maybe a museum, and I only try to kiss them if they're ready. Woohoo! What? Say what? Help out your mom and dad by getting a job so you can help pay for school supplies. Woohoo! Say ho! Wipe your shoes on the mat when you come in the house. Someone just clean that floor. Woohoo! Say what?